shoot, what said did you claim it? It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said did you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, I want to thank everybody that came out to watch Iron Lord's podcast yesterday. We go live every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yesterday had a greater importance because it was our 400th episode. That's crazy. It's very hard for me to put into words because we go once a week. To put that in perspective, I've been doing this channel for over a year now, and I done put out more than 400 episodes because I drop a video every day. An everyday thing is different than once a week. Once a week, the odds of stuff happening and going wrong, that's why some weeks you don't have COG, you don't have me, you don't have Addict, you don't have Solve. Like yesterday, my water heater want to wet the bed, literally, bro. And I had to, I sat through all of that. That 5 hours, 6 hours, I don't care. My level of commitment to this community, to my brothers, to each and every last one of you holds a very high standard in my life. The world could be crashing down around me. I'm going to make sure I'm going to show up for you guys at all times because you never know what means what to people. But again, I just want to say thank you to everybody that dropped a video. I know a lot of people either couldn't drop a video or didn't even get the information to drop a video. If you go back and watch it, there's videos of all this wonderful community. And then you guys showed up and you super chatted, and it's just amazing. Not even just the super chat, just the fact that you guys show up, that you guys even rock with anything that I do on this channel. Xbox Frontline News doesn't exist without Iron Lord's podcast. So for that, I am internally grateful for you guys. So today's video is going to be probably light on, we're going to run it up on these bums, hashtag no PlayStation 6. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck, this whole generation type of energy. But I do have some of that stuff in there. But I really want you to know why you're special. And anytime, a PlayStation fan or somebody like a PC dude tries to tell you that you're not special, I'm going to show you why you're special as an Xbox guy, as a card-carrying member of the Xbox ecosystem. I'm going to show you why you matter. And not just quick resume, not just smart delivery, is one key component that shows you matter the most. And a lot of these other people, no matter how hard they try, cannot measure up to your level of importance.
You think of gaming as both technology and art. Technology is all about being modern and new, and art can be timeless.
Last year, the team decided to tackle a feature that has been consistently at the top of your request list. And while we weren't sure it was possible, today, I'm pleased to announce Xbox One backward compatibility.
The passion of our community and our fan base is awesome. We're really committed to delighting our fans all over the world.
It was a very ambitious goal. We didn't know if everything was going to work.
We have to make the Xbox One operate just as if it was an Xbox 360.
The architecture is wildly different.
This is an Xbox One console. The same type of components, but it's much more powerful. It's faster, higher resolution.
The game itself doesn't know that it's actually running on a different piece of hardware. And it's better than you've ever seen before.
Better from a graphical standpoint, better from a frame rate standpoint, better from an input latency standpoint, just a better experience all up. Everyone in the team is just passionate about the product we're delivering.
They could do any job they want, but they choose to be here. I don't think I've ever seen people who love their jobs that much.
Look, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
We've got over 600 titles in the backward compatibility catalog, but we're kind of moving on to a new part of the story.
We're heading into a new generation of Xbox, Scarlet.
The goal of the team is to make every single game that you play on Xbox One today work on the Scarlet device.
Ensuring every game that runs on Xbox One is going to run incredibly well on Scarlet takes a ton of commitment and time from our teams.
The team is dedicated. We are ramping up our test facilities so that we can hit the ground running and make sure that stuff works.
And these games are going with you to the next Xbox and the evolution of what that means.
With the Scarlet generation, we have significantly more power than we've ever had before.
We're all about making what you remember work with the things that you have today or tomorrow.
Xbox and Microsoft were keen on back compatibility. We were in the auditorium during FanFest at that time. We had got into FanFest. I think it was like 2015. Was it 20? No, it was probably 2017 when they announced back compat. And I know Bill Stillwell. Bill Stillwell is a dear friend of mine. He actually showed us what cloud infrastructure and all that stuff is. I also know Jason Ronald. Me and Jason Ronald was really cool friends as well. So Jason Ronald is head of Xbox hardware, like, future hardware and everything that has to do with that. Well, speaking of future hardware, you always have to remember the past. Now, being in this digital age, we got these libraries and stuff like that, right? And there was a job listing that went up. The job listing went up and it went into they needing a senior programming developer to work on back compat for the Xbox ecosystem. Now, back compatibility, you're probably saying that, okay, they have back compatibility. Well, it had stopped at a certain number. I think it stopped at like 1,000 or something like that, right? But they're starting it back up. And since the ABK deal is completely closed and a lot of those licenses and all that stuff can be worked around in some form or fashion, especially with Muse. Remember Muse, the AI technology that they're using for game preservation. Now, with that being said, they're going back, looking at more OG Xbox games, looking at 360 games. And remember, Xbox One games are completely back compatible with the series consoles. They're taking that a step further. Your series consoles will be back compatible with the future of Xbox. Now, Xbox's whole thought process is being seen on every screen. Great. That means wherever you can play, it's great. But as a card-carrying Xbox member, that black card gives me privileges. And those privileges is the back compatibility being part of the Xbox ecosystem. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably take that lightly. I don't take it lightly at all. I have great memories with my Xbox. And you guys got to remember, there's things, and the devil's in the details, that makes you a special commodity when it comes to Xbox. No one can steal your experiences. I know a lot of you guys are upset, and rightfully so. You know, a lot of things go on in Rockstar. You didn't get your Grand Theft Auto 6. But consolation prize for Xbox owners. Series X and S version of Grand Theft Auto 4 might show up. Now, me personally, I love Grand Theft Auto 4. Nico was one of my favorite guys. That's Nico. Like him. That's just a consolation prize. It's been rumored. Now, I heard there was a rumor that you might get it, and it might show up sometime this year. And you also might get Max Payne 3 because apparently they're doing Max Payne 1 and 2. So, listen, we take what we can. Hopefully these things are budget priced. I would really like to, jump back into Grand Theft Auto 4, a little bit remastered, a little bit of remaked or whatever. I'm cool with it. To hold me off to Grand Theft Auto 6, sounds like fun. I need to finish Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm a huge fraud. Xbox has partnered with Lamborghini to bring you a one-of-a-kind vehicle. Now, Lamborghini, you said? Yes. But that's for Forza Horizon 5. Now, we do know that Forza Horizon 5 is available on the PlayStation. Now, not to be left out, Xbox has a code for you. Now, this is for all Forza Horizon 5 people. Code number is 687-884-132. And you can go to your garage, input that code, and bam, you have this wonderful car. Now, here's where the jokes come in. Xbox is at the head of the class, while PlayStation is at the ass. Hey, PlayStation guys, I hope you like bringing up the rear. Pause. You are being trolled. Xbox is trolling you. You are the ass of the joke. You are a pony. This brings warm joy to my heart. I hope each and every last one of you PlayStation dudes download this car because you're the butt of the joke. When are you going to realize that these guys are the villain? The new update to the Nintendo EULA prevents users from filing class action lawsuits against them. You can't band together to go against Nintendo and their disgusting practices. As many have pointed out, Disney did a similar thing with a couple who attended the Disney Park Land joint. Y'all remember that? And he had an allergic reaction. Well, she had an allergic reaction, and the wife, and she passed away. So my heart goes out to her. She wasn't able to sue Disney. This thing is disgusting. From all the Power World stuff that Nintendo's doing, to I got more stuff on greedy ass Nintendo today. I was going to bring it up on Iron Lord's podcast, but I decided not to. I decided just to bring us this bad news today because Nintendo is exactly the villain. The fact that you can't, en masse, sue a company, that means they know they're up to no good. Nintendo is out to brick your system. If you are not in compliance with their rules and regulations, their new DRM policies, you, my friend, will find your ass in hot water. Not hot water, just bricking your joint. They will brick your console. You don't do something that they don't like. Remember, they're going to be recording. They're going to be recording your audio and your visual. Check this out. Update to Nintendo account agreement and Nintendo privacy policy. Bro, if you try to distribute, offer for sale, or create derivatives works of any portion of Nintendo account services, that means bypass, modify, decrypt, defeat, tamper with, or otherwise circumvent any functions of the protections of the Nintendo account services, including through the use of any hardware and software that will cause Nintendo account services to operate other than in accordance with the documentation and intended use to obtain, install, any use on unauthorized copies of Nintendo account services, exploit Nintendo account services in any manner other than to use them in accordance with the applicable documentation, intended use, and thereby case. Bro, it's up. Nintendo's not playing with you. You do anything to violate anything, I honestly think strongly worded language to other people that you're playing a game with will be under heavy scrutiny. When you try to use the words that you're going to protect people, because they always mask it as we're just trying to protect the community or protect a certain group, by violating the rights of everyone else in accordance to what you believe to be right, is a bad precedence. The fact that your box is a complete DRM box, 100%, there's nothing given, everything is taken. Nintendo is the absolute villain. Doug Bowser is Bowser in real life. You can't get me to believe anything else. He's the villain of the story. And I honestly believe this story is not going to end well for you. Trust me. Nintendo has something up their sleeve. More than this. One of the games I've been looking forward to this year is called Blades of Fire. Mercury Steam is the developer, the publisher is 505 Games. This game is going to get a demo. It's supposed to, show up on the Xbox Series S and X PC, and bringing up the rear is the PlayStation 5. So I can't wait. They said it should be dropping soon. They had a tweet out about it on Twitter. So anybody that's interested in this game, like myself, stay tuned. Demos is dope. Give you a good idea what the game is, what it's going to be, and how it's going to play. And then you can take it from there. So I can't wait to, check it out. Y'all guys out here still thinking that the physical games is going to help you out. 85 megabytes, megabits, megabytes, mega bullion. Mighty bullshitty. Ha ha. Gotcha. Told you that physical stuff is over. You see this disc like right now, right? I was gonna stream this today. One of my favorite games. Remember Me, Xbox 360. Whole game is here, bro. Whole game is here. That is over with. They're giving you physical copies without giving you physical copies. It's over with. It sucks. But I'm a digital dude anyway. I'm already embraced it. I got a ton of these little SSDs all over the place. Get it together. These companies want you completely digital so they can own 100% of you and control you any way that they can. Not one company is different. I just want you to understand that. I'm not going to sit here and tout Xbox greater than, Nintendo greater than, PlayStation greater than. No, they're all lumped up into one big group. And that group is them not wanting you to actually have a say-so in what goes on with your physical disc. That eliminates all the stuff. When they want to tie it to one console, that's DRM. Nintendo has taken it a step further with their virtual game card crap. You have this issue now with everyone else. Yeah, Coco and my son decided to make a boatload of noise, but that's what Coco does. She thinks she's a killer. She's a French bulldog with a little bit of an attitude. But that's how it goes. digital life. Embrace it or get stepped on. While we wait for the new Virtua Fighter 6 to come out, Virtua Fighters 5 Revo is going to launch on consoles. Now, it has rollback net code, all this other great stuff, but we're going to be doing this on Fight Night Fridays. Now, while we wait for the new Virtua Fighters to show up, I want you guys to know that Fight Night Fridays is going to be absolutely incredible with this new title. We're going to get a chance to introduce some of the younger guys into how Virtua Fighters 5 is. The granddaddy of polygonal fighters, if you will. So, cross-play enabled. We'll be able to play with the Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. It's going to be a fun year. We have a ton of new games. Fighting games is an incredible thing. I can't wait to actually kick some virtual butt in Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. I just realized what I'm going to take with me to LA. I'm going to take my Steam Deck with me. Now, normally I take my ROG with me, but this year I'm going to take my Steam Deck with me because apparently I might be able to be playing Stellar Blade early. And shout out to Steam for getting my money. And I didn't buy it when it came out on PlayStation, but by golly gee, I might do this. I might do this here. I might make it happen. It might be a thing. Looks like me, right? Just having a good time playing Stellar Blade. Last time I checked, PlayStation plays better on Steam, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm going to thank each and every last one of you for showing up today. Listen, the news is coming in and it's trickling in here and there. You know, Grand Theft Auto 4, I like Nico myself. Listen, if it can happen, let it happen. Let it be. Let us get those games. Let them do drops. Let them be $40, $50 so we can play these games. We can get a lot of these other older games that have a nice shine to them, a nice glistening to them. Pause. I know you do. You're a different type of people. But the fact that Stellar Blade is launching on the Steam Deck gives me a chance to take it on the go and go have some fun with that. I didn't pick it up on the PlayStation 5, so I'll most likely pick it up on my Steam Deck. But the fact that you PlayStation dudes are the butt of the joke, Forza shows exactly how much Xbox really thinks about you. You pull up the rear. You the ass end of the joke. But hey, all I can tell you is I feel really good and privileged with what I got going. I'm going to explain to you two things that makes this so good. Game Pass. No, two things. Game Pass. Put it together and it's Game Pass. So, I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to put it on Doom, The Dark Ages. Because if you didn't know, I did not finish because this weekend was Mother's Day weekend. And I took the wife out to a beautiful Mexican restaurant. Now, if I didn't have to work this weekend on Iron Lords, I would have took her to Mexico. It's right there. Border's right there. It's close. Doesn't cost that much. But the trip would have been great. But I took her to an authentic Mexican restaurant. And it is incredible. So, if you ever want to go to an authentic Mexican restaurant, there's one in New Rochelle. And I'm going to show you something to give you an indication of where you can find it. But I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Doom, like I said, The Dark Ages. And I'm going to do like I always do. Try to play the Game Pass. Bella.